Hello? Hello, welcome to Java live stream. Hello, hello. I'm Tao. Welcome. Good morning. Okay, welcome to Java live stream. Today in our tea class, I would love to share this 7 years, no, 8 years, 8 years aged white tea Shoumei. This tea is made in 2007. So far, it's been aged over 8 years. This tea is from Chinese Fujian province, Fuding city. In general, we also call white tea from Fuding city as Fuding white tea. First, this is the tea I would like to share with you today. First of all, I will type, right? Tea was made in 2017. So far, it's been aged over 20, not aged for 8 years. Sorry. Okay. In our tea class today, I will focus on this tea. I will focus on this tea to show you how to bring this tea with the traditional Gong Fu Cha Wei. For the second hour, the second section, I will display some handmade, original designed Chinese authentic teaware with you. Okay. During our tea class, if you have any questions, please feel free to share in our comment. Okay. As usual, first of all, this tea, this is one part of this tea cake. Let me show you this tea cake. Okay, this tea I actually collected a couple years ago, but for some years I almost forget this tea. Until yesterday, I tried again. I was totally impressed by its conversion and change during those years. This tea is the raw material of this tea is from one of the best Chinese white tea producing area from a high altitude tea garden called Taimu Mountain. If you are very familiar with the Chinese food in white tea, this is what you must already heard. Look at this tea. This tea after 8 years aging process. Nowadays, the color, you can notice that color with the new tea, just the new tea. This tea now already, this tea nowadays, when you see it, it's already has a great change. Okay, and you can notice that the color looks the color looks not so oven. This is a great proof. This natural age, and this is proof of aged natural aged tea. You can look at this part. Okay. In Chinese food in white tea, according to the different grades, we classify 3 types for Chinese food in white tea. The first grade is called silver needle, the highest grade, and the second grade is called peony, white peony. In Chinese we say Bai Mudan. And the third grade is Shoumei. This is Shoumei. This is a tea I would like to share with you today. This tea, although it's the final step, our tea artisan compress into a tea cake. However, it's not so. This tea cake is not so tight compressed. So by chance, if you have a tea knife, you can use your tea knife to take the tea from the tea cake. Otherwise, it's you just use other, okay, any knife, okay, not necessarily knife, anything can help you because it's not so tightly compressed. It's very easy to take from this tea cake. This is the tea, okay. This tea is contains a certain high portion of tea buds. Look at those buds, this part. Okay, this is the tea. Hello, good morning, Martin. Hello, hello. Okay, to bring a good cup of Preheating white tea, there are 3 points in Chinese tea ceremony we need to pay attention. The first thing is tea to water ratio. For this aged 8 years aged white tea, tea to water ratio I would recommend to use like 1 to 30. Like for instance, this teapot is around 100 ml. I'm going to take 5 grams for 5 grams for this teapot. Water temperature. In general, when you bring aged tea, including white tea, aged dark tea, okay. For instance, pour a little extra. For such aged tea, I always recommend you to use just boiled water. Just boiled water. A steeping time for this tea, I would 15 seconds to 20 seconds. It's totally okay. Depends on your personal flavor and taste. This is the tea I would like to share with you today. Right to the bring information in our comment. If you're new to this tea, you can take a screenshot or take a note because this bring information will be very helpful for your first trying. During our tea session, if you have any questions, please feel free to share in our comments. This tea was made in 2017 after so far it's been aged over years. Before I introduce more details of this tea with you, I'd like to share this this tea, the raw material. The raw material of this tea is from one of the best tea garden in Fuding wide producing area called Taimu Mountain. I will show you the video of this tea garden environment. morning, teacher. Ready to learn new lessons about Chinese tea. Chinese tea. By the way, when the butterflies have found a wonderful place to listen to, I will not listen. Okay. Good morning, Franco. Okay. We continue. Okay, we can start our tea ceremony. The first step in Chinese tea ceremony is called preheating process. This preheating process is necessary and inevitable. I always emphasize the importance of preheating process in our next every live stream. First of all, because without this preheating process, not, like now when you touch this teapot, it's keep room temperature. So when you pour water into the teapot, the teaware itself will absorb some temperature from the water, especially when you for brewing some tea which requires very high temperature. Instance, this one aged white tea, your water will be not hot enough to bring this tea. This is the reason why in Chinese tea ceremony, preheating process is very important. However, it's rich, simple. Okay. I forgot to take the fairy cup today. How to do it? It's very simple. Also preheat. You see, this guy one has a perfect. It's totally. I don't know how to say in English. Totally fit. The cover is totally. The guy one totally fits the guy one body. This is a perfect guy one. And preheat the fairy cup as well. Fairy cup. The fairy cup. The teacup we use. As this tea has been aged over 8 years before the first infusion, generally for such aged tea, I always recommend you to raise it before the first infusion. After preheating the teapot, when you touch this kind one, it's very warm, with warm temperature, the dry tea fragrance become more noticeable now. This step in Chinese tea ceremony, we call it as shaking fragrance. Then smell it. Gonna wait to try it now. Just smell this dry tea. The dry tea has a very pleasant woody aroma. This infusion we call it raising infusion. In general, this infusion we don't drink it. Imagine this tea has been sleeping for 8 years. Now we need a time to wake up the tea. We don't drink it. We don't drink it, we just throw away. Now we can start our first infusion. When we bring such aged tea, this tea was made in 2017, so far it's been stored over 8 years. When you bring such tea, keep your kettle close to the teapot to make the stream slow and gentle. By fixed point, steeping time 15 seconds. During the tea ceremony, if you have any questions, please feel free to share in your comment. Please look at our first infusion. This tea has a very beautiful golden bright color. It smells very fresh. This tea, the raw material of this tea is from one of the best fruit wine tea producing area called from high altitude tea garden. This tea garden is based on Taimu Mountain above. This tea garden is above 600 meters. The tea from this area has a very characterized woody aroma. Especially after 8 years professional aging process, this woody fragrance even become more and more noticeable and charming. Wow. This 8 years Shoumei white tea has a very complicated fragrance note. When I tried again, this day I forgot for some years because I collected probably in 2021-22. So, and during 3-4 years I didn't try it again. I just lived there. And yesterday I retried again. I was totally impressed by its conversion and the change, especially for the fragrance. Now this tea, as aged tea, this tea already starts to have a very precious Chinese herbal medicine aroma. After 8 years aging process, this tea, besides the precious herbal medicine fragrance, this tea also has classical and very clean aged woody fragrance. Aged and woody fragrance, this is a basic fragrance feature you can almost find in qualified aged tea. However, this one as the raw material is so particular, unique from this one of the best white tea producing area, Taimu Mountain, especially from the village. This village is also we call it the birthplace of the white tea. Besides the typical aged and woody aroma, this tea also accompanied with mellow fruity fragrance, and sweet nectar aroma. For tea of ages, white tea too has such complexity in fragrance. This is amazing. Really, it's really wonderful. Yesterday, just trying this tea, my personally, I bring over almost 10 infusions. This tea highly resistant. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Hello. Hello again. Okay. Now let's continue. Okay. Now it's our first infusion. Now let me try it. Hello, Krista. Hello. Wow. Now this tea has a great aged tea, white tea flavor. It tastes very mellow, sweet, mellow, sweet, accompanied with a very pleasant and a very clean, pure aged aroma. Especially for aged, the woody flavor is very noticeable. After drinking it, this aged woody aroma will be lingering inside your mouth after drinking a sip. This tea yesterday when I tried it, I'm trying this tea. I remember I bring with 3 kettles water around 9-10 infusions. In the end, this tea still tastes very palatable, mellow, sweet, fragrant. The fragrance, especially for the fragrance, also keep the same like the first infusion. This tea in general can be brewed even over 13-14 times without any problem. Highly resident. For white tea among 6 grand Chinese tea categories, white tea is applied with the simplest and minimum tea making craftsmanship. This is why every time when I present white tea with you, I always mention that white tea has the most original, keeps the most original tea flavor and the taste, because the tea making process of the white tea is quite simple. Simple doesn't mean it's easy to do. Simple compared with other Chinese tea, for instance, like for instance oolong. Oolong is applied with a very complex tea making process. For white tea, it contains the 2 general steps called withering and drying. Okay, I'm telling so because to illustrate the importance of the raw material itself, because the craftsmanship space is very limited to improve white tea quality. So we once if the raw material of this white is not good enough, it means this white tea doesn't have any bright future. The raw material determines the future quality of the white tea. Wow. This tea personally I like very, very much. If you're interested in this tea, please go to check our shop link in our bio. So, final questions. If you have questions about this Shoumei, 8 years Shoumei, please go to check our tea shop link and please share in our comment. If you're interested in this tea, please go to check our link in our bio. After drinking this tea, there's a sweet aftertaste appearing out of your taste bud. While speaking, I can feel this natural sweetness above my tongue. This we in Chinese tea we call it sweet aftertaste. This is proof of the tea quality. A good Chinese tea must have a great sweet aftertaste. This is a feature, a very important feature. So now, next time when you try any Chinese tea, you can see you can wait for a while. After you wait for a while to see if this tea has a great sweet aftertaste. Any questions? After 8 years aging process, this tea starts to have very pleasant, precious herbal medicine, Chinese herbal medicine influence, and we expect in the future trendy change. This herbal medicine fragrance will become more and more intense. Probably will become the dominant fragrance of this tea. In Chinese, for Chinese aged white tea, herbal medicine fragrance is always regarded as something precious, high-end fragrance. It's like floral oaky aroma for green tea, for oolong. Those fragrances are generally regarded as good quality, high end. Now we continue. This is our second infusion. When you bring aged tea, including white tea, aged dark tea, pour water as gentle as possible. Please use just boiled water. Steeping time 15 seconds. 15 seconds. This is our second infusion. Please look at a very looks so delicious, like honey water. Very clear, very bright. Even for the 10th infusion, this tea still remains almost same color. Like this is our second infusion. So funny questions. If have any questions, please feel free to share in our comment. Wow. Sweet nectar fragrance, floral and fruity aroma. Very long lasting. Hello, Toma. Hello. Welcome to our live stream. For the moment, we are bring aged 8 years white tea Shoumei. The fragrance is very intense, full-bodied. 晚安之时间昏昏欲睡想喝茶。Let's drink tea. Let's drink tea together. This is our second infusion. It's very tasty, very mild, with aged flavor. This aged flavor is referring to woody fragrance, very pleasant woody fragrance. Naturally sweet, very sweet. If you're interested in this aged Shoumei white tea, please go to check to shop link in bio. This is a new arrival tea, new arrival. If you never try any Chinese aged white tea, this tea I highly recommend to you. This tea has what kind of tea? White tea. White tea. This tea has great complexity in fragrance profile. After 8 years aging process, this tea already starts to have a very pleasant herbal medicine, Chinese herbal medicine fragrance, and accompanied with a clean aged woody aroma, sweet nectar fragrance, mellow fruity aroma. Actually, this tea very worthy to have a try, because this tea so far has been aged over 8 years, right? If you are patient enough, in 2 years, 3 years, this tea will continue to have a great conversion for aspects of fragrance, flavor, and taste. In general, with my expectation, the future change of this tea will be, in general, this herbal medicine aroma fragrance will become more and more intense. This is the value of this tea. How long can tea age? It depends on the tea. Like for dark tea, can be aged over. The maximum aging time should not pass over 50 years. but who will wait for 50 years to try tea? Generally, 10 years, 20 years will be enough. Like this, now it already reached idle point, idle time to drink it. This tea. In our tea shop, we are selling a very aged Liu Bao tea. Was made in 1980s. 1980s. If you never, if I'm curious how it tastes like 40 years age Liu Bao tea, I highly recommend to you to. That tea has a very unique, particular areca aroma. White tea just like a fine wine. The more it ages, the better it becomes. The more it ages, the mellow it becomes. What the longest age tea? Like that tea we are selling was made in 1980s. 1980s, so far it's been store aged over 40 years. Sweet, mellow, sweet, flavored with woody aroma, and herbal medicine fragrance. So it's very pleasurable to drink it. After every sip, there's a great aftertaste. Great sweet aftertaste. Hi, Prosa. Hello. Welcome, Joella. Can you add a ham? For Chinese tea, in general, we don't add any extra thing into the tea because the things you add like milk, honey, and thing, it will cover the original flavors of the tea itself. Because when you pay a price for premium tea, why should add anything? Because this tea has a natural sweetness. For Chinese tea, there's a great quote I often to use to describe Chinese tea: the less is more. You don't need anything. You just need a simple hot water. That's all. Only bad tea, you need something to cover its flow. But for good tea, no, because the water will present 100% the real face of the tea. Now we continue our third infusion. This tea, besides this traditional Gongfu Cha way to bring it, this tea you can also just use a boiling tea way. Put the tea inside a kettle to boil directly, or to stew the tea inside thermos mug during a trip. This is quite cozy to prepare, so it's better not to add anything to tea. Not only aged tea, including all Chinese tea. Premium Chinese tea, you don't need anything. Hello, of Fanin. Setup, been loving butterfly sage. So myself. Blueberry sage, myself. Now we continue our third infusion. Keep your kettle close to a teapot. Pour water gentle as possible. It's delicious. Wow, the fragrance is overflowing. This tea. Where can I buy premium tea? Thomas, you can please go to check out tea shop link in our bio. Oh, because through YouTube channel we cannot message you. Otherwise, if you have Instagram, you can reach us through Instagram. It's the same, our account Instagram name. It's almost the same like the YouTube one. Because YouTube doesn't have a message function, so we cannot contact you. This tea highly recommend to you. This tea, yesterday I tried it and I made a link for this tea. This tea, very worthy to have a try. This tea, if you trust me, this tea you can buy like 2 cakes, 1 cake for drinking now, 1 cake for continuing to age it. In 2 years, this tea will double surprise you. This is my confidence about future of this tea. Just give a little bit more time to this tea. In 2 years, 3 years. Hello, friends. Hello. So far, any questions? If I have any questions, please feel free to share in our comment. Every time when I try aged tea, I always feel, especially with such woody aroma, I always feel very relieved and very relaxed. Even when I speak, I slow down my speed. This tea, yes, I do. Okay, go ahead. What question? Please don't be shy. Share any questions in our comment. Wow. After drinking a good tea, wait for a while. Focus on inside. Focus on the lingering finish inside your mouth. Feel it's the tea texture, finish, fragrance inside your mouth. This is the charm of Chinese tea. So if I buy a premium tea, can I continue to let age, or do I must drink it? It depends on the tea. Not every tea is made for aging process. In general, for Chinese tea, we recommend, for white tea and dark tea, both they are good for aging process. However, for green tea and the yellow tea, those two types, we always recommend to consume it as soon as possible. Depends on different tea. Can you, teacher, repeat the move of your fingers just done, indicating 2 and 3? Yes. Okay. Sorry, I cannot repeat. What's your purpose to ask me to repeat? I like the green tea. I like green, yeah. Just green tea. Just green tea. I strongly recommend to try. Instance, for instance, Longjing green tea, Taiping Hokuya. We're also selling those tea on the shop with great quality. Yeah. Fully fragrant. This tea is very colorful for white tea. This tea, okay. This tea, in general, in general, for food in white tea, the high, the highest grade is silver needle, right? In general, silver needle has a very light color. In the contrary, Shoumei has the most intense color, And besides, with the time aging, as the tea polyphenol continues to age, and what's the conversion of tea polyphenol during the aging process? The tea polyphenol will turn natural pigment, and look at this. This is oxidation of tea polyphenol. The more it ages, the color will become more and more intense, more and more dark. This is a natural change, not because we add some extra pigment in the tea. Natural change. There's a chemical change happening during the aging process. Tea polyphenol become natural pigment. What's your favorite tea? I love all the good tea, but if you ask me favorite ones, this tea, personally like white tea, oolong, green tea, yellow tea, black tea, dark tea. I all love all the good teas, not only one, all of them. Okay, interesting. This is a relaxing time. Where I feel happier when I drink aged white tea. Aged white tea. In our tea shop, we are selling a great white peony made in 2011. If I'm just a beginner, you can first of all try with the peony, white peony, 白牡丹. So far, I don't find anybody will refuse white peony, 白牡丹, white peony. If I just if you're already familiar with the Chinese white tea, you can try this tea. You can try to because although often white peony, aged Shoumei, they falls into the category white tea regarding the flavor taste. They are very totally completely different. Nowadays, this tea, aged famous and popular. Do you know why? Because it's proof that white peony, not white peony, white tea has a great health beneficial effects for our body, like great anti-aging, anti-inflammation, antioxidant. Besides, aged white tea contains very rich flavonoids, which has a great anti and very skin as well. In the past, herbal this white tea in fooding city, the birthplace of this tea, it was used as a herbal medicine to cure some minor symptoms, like some time it's very hot. The weather is very hot. If you have got some like a cold, have a cold or sore throat, sore teeth, etc., this tea will definitely help. How do Chinese grow their tea? Yeah, great model for these benefits. If you drink a lot like me, probably you'll become a great model as well. As tea is our, we Chinese we have China has more than 2,000 years of tea plantation. For instance, this tea above 600 meters. 600 meters. A good tea should from a good tea garden, great a great environment. So means you have to respect the nature, like organic fertilizer is always the best. If pesticide residue free is always the best. So it's like for other plants, the better you treat them, the quality will be the better. Because the raw material, the tea itself, I mean not the finished tea, I mean the tea leaves, the tea leaf itself. This is the basic of the quality. If better to drink hot or cold. Okay. It depends on the tea. Not every tea it's fit with cold brewing. But like okay, let me take an example for you. Like this tea, first of all, you can try with because when you receive a tea, you pay such price for tea, right? So in general, I recommend to try with the hot brewing, the porridge, special steeping time, and water temperature, because this is the best way to present the layers of the fragrance and taste of the tea itself. Once you are familiar with this tea, you can try with the cold brewing. Like you put in the tea into a bottle and then put in your refrigerator in a few hours, take it away. This is we call cold brewing. This tea, this aged Shoumei, this tea basically it's not fit for cold brewing. But if you want to try a cold brewing white tea, you can try with white peony. White peony, I'm writing the comments. White peony. new white peony. This is this is a great healthy beverage in summertime. Very taste, very fragrant, sweet, without any astringent and bitterness. You don't worry about from which province. This one is from Fuding. This is classical Fuding white tea. From one of the best Fuding white tea producing area called Taimu Mountain. This tea, this tea can compete with any Shoumei sold in the market. This tea can, I cannot say it's the best, but the quality of this one, it's very nice. But it's very nice. Now I will show another way to bring it with boiling tea way. This way is very practical to prepare. This tea. I can eat the tea, eat the dinner with this tea. This okay. I personally, for sure you can do what you want, but personally, I recommend you to drink this tea alone, because Chinese tea is generally delicate, exquisite. If you eat something with it, the food properly covers the tea flavor and taste. As I said, pay a price. You pay a price for the tea. Why not just enjoy the tea itself? Look at this. I just take this. Okay, interesting. Let me show you this kettle. This kettle, look at inside. There are two devices. This one, this kettle multifunction. You can use it. You can put the tea directly in this long, larger device. This we call direct boiling tea. Okay. Personally, I recommend you another one, percolating way, because with this way the tea tastes more sweet without any impossible to have any bitterness and astringency. If personally just like sweet tea, try with this percolating way. I put the tea on the top. Take the tea away. After bring several infusions, when you're done with the Gongfu Cha way, I recommend this way, this percolating way. To you, the tea will taste very tender. You see, we still use the same tea. When you boil tea, please use just boiled. Please use just use hot water, not cold water. Okay, this is how you prepare your tea. This tea for this tea, not for other tea like green tea. You will see very different. Okay. Some water. kettle is very practical. And this is the stove I often to use. Oh, if you're interested in this tea, please go to check out your shop link in bio. I'll come back in a few seconds. This tea only takes 3-4 minutes. 3-4 minutes. Oh, okay. The color starts to change. See. We have a saying, watch watch the kettle never boils. Really. Uh, do different teas have different color and texture? Yeah, definitely. Cocoa, oral. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Different tea. Uh, oh, 遥控器啊。OK，你要过来吗，嘟嘟？要过来看吗？Look at the color. Sorry, my nephew came to say hello to me. Yeah, look at the color. Wow, beautiful color. Yeah. Look at this. Wow, this tea has a beautiful. Look at this tea. Has a looks like yellow crystal. So look at this. It's doo doo. Yeah, it's doo doo. Wow, look at this. Wow. This kettle, now the tea is a little bit hot. We wait for a while. Beautiful amber color. This kettle doesn't matter the pot that you prepared your tea in. Yes, yeah. In China, there's a saying they're saying water is tea is mother, and utensil is tea's. Where is the tea's father? Depend in China. For Chinese tea, it depends on different tea. We use different teapot made from different material, pottery, porcelain, purple clay, actually. Okay. This kettle. Look at this kettle. This kettle has a very beautiful shape. The top bin is made from high quality walnut, and the cover as well. Look at. Oh. The texture is beautiful, and this kettle is made from very safe glass material called high borosilicate. Borosilicate, this material can stand very low temperature to very high temperature, minus 20 Celsius degree to 150 Celsius degree. Very safe for food use. This kettle. If you're interested in this kettle, please go to check out your shop link in our bio. And up beside this, the kettle, the stove, this base I'm using here. This one I recommend to you as well. Great quality. I've been using for some years, almost 4 years. 4 years. It was very well. The panel, I'm listening good information. The panel of this stove has great waterproof. You see, you use water to boil water on the top. Sometimes the kettle, or when you put water, the water will be spit out. Don't worry, because thanks to this waterproof function, this panel will be not damaged by water. Furthermore, this stove has very safe for 20 minutes. automatic turn-off system. It means during with if there's no any attachment on the button here, because this this is the back side, you cannot see. In front of me there's a button to switch fire power and to turn on or turn off this stove. If there's no attachment, in 20 minutes this stove will be automatically turned off. It's ready for indoors. Try. Drinking is it's very interesting because when I boil this tea, it takes like Chinese jujube, water. Chinese jujube, I don't know have ever seen or have tried. It tastes really sweet, a kind of similar like Arabic jujube. It's not, still different. This tea, when you boil this tea, not brewing this tea, boil this tea. It has amazing natural sweetness, very sweet and very fragrant. With this percolating way, you see the water doesn't touch a lot, directly touch the tea a lot. This tea will never taste bitter. It's impossible because generally in general, why the tea tastes bitter, okay, in general it's caused by caffeine. If caffeine is too much dissolved in the water, the tea will taste bitter. So this is the best way, the very good way to avoid bitterness. Percolating. Okay. So far, any questions? Would you prepare tea if you were outside? Okay, don't worry. If you boil water outside, okay, there are two options. You can use a charcoal stove or alcohol lamp stove. In our tea shop, you can choose some stoves with multifunction, electrics, stove function, and the charcoal function, alcohol lamp function, multifunction with. Don't worry, we Chinese have been drinking tea over 2,000 years. There's nothing there's nothing we don't prepare for tea. Don't worry. In winter, in summertime, any season, any moments, any occasions, you always find a way to prepare tea. Would that be hard to control the temperature? Uh, controlling temperature is not a problem. Like if this tea, in general, if I just look at look at the water, okay, you know when the water start to boil, there's the bubbles appearing. Okay, I just look at the size of the bubble, I can probably guess what temperature it is. But if we are not able to just to guess with your eyes. Okay, how we do it? It's very simple. Let the water get boiled and leave 3-4 minutes. Generally, in general, cools it cool down to like 90 Celsius degree. If a beginner, you can try this way, or otherwise you use what we call that to measure the temperature. With your experience, you will you will know you will know how to how to measure where you from. From China. Okay, very beautiful tea soup color. Wow, it's sweet. Like how is the weather? The weather now it's it depends on the region. China is a giant country. From the north to the south. The weather is very different. From the north, now the northern, the most, the north of China now the temperature probably 15, 10. In my island, it's quite hot. It's over 50, no, 35, 35. Hello, Ellen. Okay. Any questions about this tea? If you're interested in this 8 years Shoumei white tea, please go to check out your shop link in our video. It's 2 a.m. here in the USA, western side of the states. Was windy yesterday. Windy. Here, in summertime, there are a lot of there. It rains a lot. Almost every afternoon it rains here, pouring raining. Now it's the section. It's teaware time. Wait time. Okay. Okay. First of all, let me finish this teapot I'm using today. What tea did you bring? This tea. This is 8 years Chinese Shoumei white tea. 8 years. This tea was made in 2017. This tea. Look at this guy. This one. 100% handmade, hand painted. Painted with the old. Old is better. For white, yes. For white. The more ages, the better it comes out. This is how we describe this aging feature. Look at this guy one using. This one I personally like very much. Very much. This one. Handwritten with very beautiful Chinese poem. Look at. This set is from Jingdezhen. Very elegant. This is the tray I'm using here today. Rectangle. It's called a rectangle. This shape. Thank you for letting me know. Go to this teacup. Yeah, this teacup. Later I'll show you. It's the shape. It's called a rectangle. Yeah, rectangle. What's the poem? Poem. This is very encouraging poem. Very beautiful. Like a little bit hard to translate. And I will tell next live stream, okay, after. Uh, let's look at this rectangle tree. One man had written with a very famous Chinese classical poem, 定风波. It's okay. This, if I'm interested, I find the translation because I don't want to say nonsense to you. What's the ratings on the teacup? A second, if I'm willing to wait, I can find the translation. Looks very artistic. This one, this rectangle tray, tea tray, you can use as a tea tray or you can use as a food tray, any function you want. Even to display, not display, to put foods or fruits, anything you want. This one. Really beautiful, this one. This is the guy one. There are 3 teacups to match them. Look at this teacup shape is very elegant. This is one of the most classical, famous Chinese teacup shape. In Chinese, called yashou, pressing hand teacup. Very elegant to hold it. Around 100 ml. This is how when they match together, very classical. Look at this teacup shape. Where did you get your hair wrap? The butterflies are cute. Thank you. Yeah, goes like a butterfly. Look at this teacup. It's very thin. It's very thin. 100% handwritten. This teacup shape we call it Douli teacup because it shapes like a Chinese Douli hat. This is a traditional Chinese hat. We call it Douli. What does say inside? This one. This one is a very famous poem. It's called 定风波. This is very hard to translate. It's really hard. Okay. Later on, I will find a translation. Okay. I will find a translation because with my limited level, it's hard to translate. I will find the translation later on. This is teacup. Is it a different dialect? And no, Martin. In China there are hundreds different dialects, but for the written language, it remains the same from the invention of Chinese language, written language. It means a book, a classical book, written by our Chinese ancestor 2,000 years ago. Now we can still read it but about pronunciation can be very different because when we talk about Chinese language, Chinese language is divided as the oral language and the written language. This is the two different. Oral language is impossible to remain because each region has own dialect. I also speak dialect, but for the written language, it's the same. It's the same. We keep this language. That's why we say Chinese language never dies, always never dies, and never ends because the written language is well kept. Oh, you look like Zhang Zi, especially when or that actress. You know that actress. She's very famous, quite famous. This one. Thank you, thank you. If you're interested in this set, please go to check out his shop link in our bio. But for the written, for Chinese writing, there's a different style. Like this style, even you ask any Chinese, it doesn't mean he can recognize the character because the way they write, this one is a little bit abstract. Look at this guy one. This guy one is not handwritten, hand painted. It's hand engraved. Hand engraved with one of the most famous Buddhist statue called heart statue. Heart statue is very famous. It's one of the most famous Buddhist statue in China. I understand better. Look at this. This set is gorgeous. Original, very unique. Really beautiful. When you pour tea, especially when you pour tea inside, it looks even much more beautiful. Chinese calligraphy is one of the most important Chinese art. It's like painting, it's like Chinese painting. It's kind of art. Good morning, Alton. Good morning. If you're interested in this set, please go to check out his shop link in our video. I buy these sets, but I like to know what they say. I know people ask me what they say. Yeah, this is hot satchur. This one is Hongbo. I think if I'm not wrong, I translated this poem in the item description. If I'm not wrong, I remembered. I translated. If I don't, I will end translation. As you are so curious about the poem. And this one, like this set, Dictionary. And this one is a new. I like both sets. And look at this one. This is new arrival. It's made of roll or pottery. Chinese purple clay. In Chinese we say 紫砂. Oh, cool. I'll check the link. Thank you. You're welcome. This clay has a very particular rustic texture. Look at the shape. original design. You can only find this from our tea shop. You will not you will not find from other sellers. Both of them are made by our artisans. This Zisha purple clay has a great function to soften, to improve the tea quality and sweetness. To around 200 ml with a lovely topping. Inside there's a filter inside. When you use it, you don't need an extra filter. This one is very lovely, very cute, rustic style. If you're interested in this in anything we are presenting on live stream, please go to check out your shop link in our bio. Sweet, so sweet, sweet like jujube water. It's a masterpiece of pure craftsmanship. Wonderful China. Thank you, Franco. Thank you. Look at this one. Oh, this one is great. Look at this beautiful place. Look at it. It's very colorful. This is this kind one 100 ml, around 100 ml. Inside it's glazed. When you use it, it's very easy to clean because it's glazed inside. The color is wonderful. Thank you. All right. It's very, look at the wonder of real beauty. Thank you. Okay. Okay. This one is really lovely. Goodbye, must prepare for work. See you next time. By chance, if you have if you want to message us, by chance if you have Instagram account, you can also switch to our Instagram account because through YouTube it's impossible to message us. One more beauty, please. Okay. Our Instagram account, I will write in our comment. One more piece. Let me. Okay, done. This blue and white porcelain because it just buy me this one. Black tea. Not today. Today we are bringing the Shoumei white tea, not black tea. Look at it. This is purely handmade, hand painted Chinese blue and white porcelain with classical bird and we call it bird and flower pattern. Look at the details. I checked the link. I didn't see the thin cup that looked like the had white logo and the teacup with the written too. Oh, yeah. Really? Mm, generally, I already put a second. A second. Let me check. I will show you first. I will show you. Astonishing. And look, thank you. Look at this. This is 100% hand painted. Details of the bird. Look at the bird fur. Plume flower. Inside is a plume flower, hand painted plume, 梅花. Look at the details. This one. This is a masterpiece, signature from our artisan. This is the cover. Classic, yeah. This one. The glaze, the quality, details. This is the teacup. Look at the detail of the bird. Masterpiece, two for lovers of arts. Yeah. This one is from Jingdezhen. Jingdezhen symbolizes the highest porcelain making skill around the world. Not in China, around the world as well. If interesting anything we are presenting, yes, they're mainly only the dragon caps and the blue one you show now. Okay, second. Yeah, sorry, I didn't put in the live stream selection. I will add in this section when I finish the live stream. Don't worry. Oh, okay. I'll add. I'll add in a list. Sorry. Okay, so final questions. I wish you a great day and a great night. Thank you. So wonderful to meet you today. Thank you, Franco. If you don't have any further question, time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for attending our tea ceremony with me today. Okay. My name is Yitao. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you here. Okay. If you want to follow this live stream, please make sure that you follow account. I will share the tea class schedule in our profile. Thank you, Martin. Wish you a great day and great night. See you next time. If you have any questions regarding Chinese tea ceremony, feel free to message us. Thank you. See you guys. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Rose. Thank you. See you next time. See you, John. Take care. See you. Thank you. See you. Ciao.